Welcome to another episode of Things We Want in FC26. This is one of the biggest shows I do on this channel. It's basically a way for the FIFA community to come together and talk about the things they want in the next FC game. There's going to be a lot to talk about, and for the next couple of months we'll be giving EA our feedback on the things we want. If you do enjoy this show, make sure you leave a like for me, share it with a friend, and make sure you subscribe as well to get all the latest episodes. Leave your comments on the things you want to see in FC26, and I'll do my best to cover a lot of them. So next up, I want to talk about the UEFA Super Cup, more specifically when the players walk out for the Super Cup pre-game introduction. Last year we had a few comments about this. They basically said sort out the Super Cup entrance cutscene with both captains carrying both trophies, as even PES did this on PS3 when they had the license. In real life, when the players walk out for the Super Cup, you've got the team that won the Champions League bringing out their trophy through their captain. They put it on a stand. And the team that won the Europa League also carries out their trophy as well and puts it on the stand. We've got the UEFA Super Cup in FC25, but of course, it doesn't show the clubs holding their trophies. So the players just walk out with the mascots. They're not carrying their trophies, the Champions League trophy, the Europa League trophy. It's just another day in the office for these players. Nothing special about this walkout. There was one game that did it properly, and that was PES, of course, when they had the UEFA license. You can see Real Madrid bringing out their trophy, and the other team bringing out their trophy as well, the Europa League trophy. So it looks pretty good, you know. It's basically what you expect. The trophies go on the stands, and the Super Cup is the trophy that's closest to the photographers there. Why can't we have this in FIFA? It's such a cool little detail. Can't be that hard to do. And EA, come on man, pay attention to these kinds of things, because it's a Super Cup game. You need these little details to make it feel more important. I need to talk about the practice arena today, more specifically the settings. So if we pull up the whole menu here for the practice arena, our settings include changing the camera angle, changing the difficulty as well, and selecting sides. Those are good settings to have, but they did miss out on a few extras. If I'm playing a practice match, I cannot change the formation of the team. I can't even change the players. Let's say I wanted to make a substitution, I can't do that. And there's also no way to change the stadium in here. There's no setting where you can just go from one ground, and maybe if you want to play in Old Trafford, you would be able to change it through the settings options here. You can't do that at the moment. And there's another thing as well. It's not easy to actually change the teams in the practice arena. There should be a setting here where you can adjust the home team and also the away team. Let's say if you're using one team like Real Madrid and you want to use Manchester United, there's no easy way to just flick through in the menu settings and pick Man United and start using them in the practice arena instead. Let's say you want a different opposition. You can't do that here. The only way you can actually change the team in the practice arena is by going to your profile settings, your profile manager, and also selecting your favorite team. Let's say I want to do Sydney FC. Our rival would be Western Sydney Wanderers. You would have to back out of all this, go back to the practice arena, and I think that's the only way to change the actual team in the practice arena. Not very quick, not very convenient. I don't like it. And of course we're in the Spurs stadium at the moment, but it would be nice to actually change the stadium like I said earlier as well. We're on PES 21 now. I'm going to show you exactly how EA should do it. So immediately when you hop into the practice arena in PES, you can select from all the available teams in the game in a nice and easy menu. You can do international teams and all the teams that are available in different leagues. So let's say we do Arsenal against Manchester United. We can't even do that in FC25's arena. It's so hard to change teams. Also available is these settings here, so you can change the strip, home and away kits, and you can also do the stadium as well. Very easy to change the stadium. You can use all the available stadiums in the game, licensed or generic. We can't even do this in FC25. This is so easy to do, and you can just change the stadium every time you hop into the practice arena, which is nice. And you can change the time, like night and day, the weather as well. You can have a rainy practice arena, the length of the grass, and also the pitch conditions as well. Next up we have the game plan. It's so easy to change players, change formations, try different players out in different positions. We cannot do this in FC25's practice arena. General settings are also here, which means you can change the ball and maybe the difficulty and match time and all that stuff, but I think it's locked at the moment. Camera settings are also available here. And then there's system settings as well, which means you have your audio and all the other stuff there. Then you can go into further settings like the training side, attack or defense. You can do free training, free kicks, all the other stuff there. You can change how many players are on the team and the match level, fouls on or off, and restart rules. We just need more training settings, you know, to make it easier to change stadiums and change lineups and formations. That's all I want. It's a nice pass, beautiful finish. Next up we have some real face suggestions, and today we start with Gonçalo Inácio, who plays for Sporting and also the Portuguese national team. This guy is 22 years old, a centre back, 80 overall, 87 potential. Unfortunately in FC 25 he does not have a real face, but in eFootball he does have a real face already. Next up we have Kostulis from Olympiacos. This guy is 17 years old, a striker, 70 overall, 87 potential. In FC 25 he does not have a real face, and I could not find him in eFootball. Bouadi from Lille is up next. This guy is 16 years old, 73 overall, 86 potential. In FC 25 he does not have a real face, and in eFootball he also does not have a real face. So this one comes from SK, who says in Manager Career Mode, add an option to search for players with contracts expiring in less than 6 months. When we go in the game at the moment and we go to search for players, you do have different filters like position and also nationality, the club, the country, the age as well, and the transfer status. But maybe there should be another tile that does say like contract expiring in under 6 months, something like a pre-contract filter. Everyone loves those pre-contract players because you can get them on the cheap. You can get high quality players sometimes as well. You just have to pay their wages. You don't even have to worry about a transfer amount. Modric here has 5 months remaining on his contract at Real Madrid, and I can just go in here, approach him directly, and just offer him a wage that sort of convinces him to join our club. So that's why we all love the pre-contract signings. I think there should be a filter for players that have 6 months or less remaining on their contracts, because the only way I found out that Modric was available for a pre-contract deal was through SoFIFA.com. I didn't know this by actually playing career mode. To find players that have 6 months or less left on their contract, you sort of have to cheat a little bit. You have to go to SoFIFA.com. It tells you all about the players in FC 25. And there's a filter here we need to find, and that filter is called contract valid until. We need some sort of filter in career mode that's like this. So what you would do is you would put in the year, so the current year is 2025, and then you would scroll down and submit that, and then it tells you all the players that have contracts expiring in 2025. So you can see here De Bruyne, Tar, Messi, Alexander-Arnold, Dybala, De Gea, Modric, Ronaldo's there. Keep in mind that not all the players will be available for pre-contracts in your game. A lot of these players will renegotiate terms with their current team. Some of these players might also agree terms with another club before you can actually get to them in time. But yeah, I think a contract valid until search filter in career mode would be useful, because a lot of people love to sign pre-contract players because they're pretty much bargains. Next up, we've got a suggestion from Born McMahon, who says, also EA should fix this. Why do players celebrate scoring a consolation goal after being hammered even 4, 5, 6 goals? It doesn't make sense. So I'm going to do an experiment here. It's 5-0 in the Champions League. Manchester United are smashing Man City. I'm going to score an own goal. I'm not controlling the AI for Man City. Let's see what happens. Okay, why is De Bruyne celebrating like he just won the World Cup? It's 5-1. He's so happy. I don't know why. There's 5 minutes left. You're losing by 4 goals now. The fans are all ecstatic. The players are ecstatic. It doesn't make any sense. Why is this a thing? Imagine watching real life football and Man City are down 5-0. They get a goal back with 5 minutes to go in the Champions League final, and everyone sees their players celebrating like they just won the final. EA, you got to fix this up. Thank you to my Vapex FC channel members, Chris, Callum, Wing, and Duffy Boy. If you want your name featured here at the end of each video, check out the link in the description and join the club. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like for me and make sure you subscribe to get more FC videos.